It's the last rights then, isn't it? Welcome on in. Give us a sub if you will. I'm in the one winter jumper that I own, but let's get into more Schofield stuff. Already, Phillip Schofield has now been cast away. Isn't that good? I only watched episode 1 today, so there's a little review of that. And I'll come back tomorrow with episodes 2 and 3 if I can get through it. Ugh. So, look, he's been cast away to this island. As we know, Schofield resigned in some kind of dark cloud over him after years of rumours, and eventually resigned over admitting having an affair with a young boy a couple of years after coming out and all that stuff as well. The spacey defence, almost. So yeah, just talk through this first episode really. Obviously it starts out family shots and all that, and he talks about how sad this last year's been. Obviously this all happened last year. I was sad, Sim quote, and obviously not me, although. But now I'm going to a desert island. Oh, the beach. The beach. I fucked a boy at work and I'm going to the beach. It's another way you could say it. The beach is good. The beach is good for finding yourself. It is. I like, you walk along and you think about your life. You just got the sand and the sea. It probably is a good place to go. Fucked a boy, went on holiday. Went to a desert island alone. I don't know why I've given him that accent. Should we keep it? And then, of course, you have a flashback to the Broom Club and how much he loves TV. But then we get the sad music. It's a documentary, of course. We've had a little drone shot already. But we'll get the sad music, piano in a minor key. Bling, plonk, bling, plonk. While he talks of the resignation last year and all that stuff. He says it's unwise and unprofessional. This isn't a pour me, as in not pour me another drink, but this isn't a sympathy garnering exercise. And his wife said at one point, "What are you going to do without alcohol?" Because she stuck by him after coming out. But she says, "What will you do without alcohol?" And there was a sort of an awkward silence. So obviously he's been boozing. Maybe he just took a minute to think, well, if the cameras weren't there, I would have smacked you over the head with that bottle of wine. Trappy, we're on film. So I think he secretly got mad at that. He does that because last week when Holly Willoughby came out, the first thing she said when she returned for the show, this is his presenting partner on TV. She came back and it just it came in and she was like, "Are you okay?" To us, the viewer, are we okay? Huh? Ask the boy. But he does that to his family. Are you okay? So I think there's a bit of a weird little mocking thing there, which is a little bit. At least you're having some fun, eh? And he says there will be a lot of people who hope I suffer and stay there, or that the boat never goes back. And he just one day a baby in a basket floats up and he raises it like his own, and then they create a new community somehow. I don't need. You'd have to have two babies that float up in a basket. That doesn't make any sense. And then he doesn't want to go to the major airports to get out of the country because no one knows he's doing this TV special. So he didn't go to Gatwick or Heathrow. I was like, oh, he's going to Luton Airport. Maybe Stansted. No, he got the train, the Eurostar. Didn't even wear a wig, though. So they sort of smuggled him out the country on the train like some Russian operative that's just taken out a spy in London with some radioactive tea. But that was fun. That was a fun little moment. They should have made more of that. They should have had someone chasing him. They should have had the parents of the runner who had the affair of at work chasing him down. I'm sure they're like 70 now, but they could have chased him and it would have created some drama, Or like an ex-MI5 and police guy running through the streets of London. I made it. Then, of course, you get the little cutback. I'm really good with fire. And then the humorous cut to now he's on the island and he can't light the fire, but he does it. I mean, good at playing with fire. What, like in the workplace? And then, of course, there's loads of fishing. Then more I think there's more piano in a minor key. Pling, plonk, pling, plonk. Talking about his dead dad, of course. Very sad to lose a parent. Yes, there was piano music, my notes tell me. Tries to fish, doesn't get any fish. He's very down. Obviously, he's got to find his own food on this desert island. Complaining that the fish don't jump into your lap, unlike junior runner boys at work in the TV show. He can feel his toxicity tanks emptying. I assume he's talking about his balls. I assume he's been coming in the sea. If he's filming himself, well, he has to listen out for the drones, the enemy drones, or the production company occasionally fly a drone over. His toxicity tanks are emptying every day, which is good. Come in that sea, Philip. Of course, then he talks about coming out again. Of course, you got to put that in the TV show. And then he picks some unripe fruit. An unripe fruit he picks. That's what he likes. Then he regales his story. When this all happened, he went down. He kind of locked himself away, and then had to go and visit his mother, who was very sick. And he said he walked into the hospital. This is when he's kind of hidden away from society after this happened. And there was a big, I don't know if he had to mention this, but he was mentioning big muscles on this man with a big face and muscles, and strong and sexy and oily. No, he didn't say that last bit. And he just regaled this tale like someone going, Schofield. And then he obviously thought he was going to get a kick in or something, but he gave him a big hug. So he got a big hug from a big muscly man, sexy muscly man, while his mum was sick in hospital. So I think that's what he meant there. That's what you're talking about. And then, of course, we have towards the end, we have another crying piece to camera. Again, I can't remember. Probably more minor key piano music. Plink, plonk, plink, plonk. You know the words. And at the end, he gets lost while looking for crabs in the dark, which obviously is just a nice place to cut it and edit it, I think. But I've got to say, not a lot happened, really. I know it was episode 1. Not a lot going on. The family all seemed very nice. He's like, I don't miss some parts of TV and all that. So, yeah, I just find it a bit uneventful more than anything else. And obviously, I'm sure we'll get into more of it in the next 2 episodes. I'm sure it will start to come out of it. But not come out. But listen, guy's obviously a maniac. And I think it's a good idea in a way. You put someone on a beach and all that. But you kind of remove a little bit of that because he's got to film himself with 3 different cameras and wide angles and shots and all that stuff. So, is it forced? It's TV. It's a reality show. They can edit it how they want. They can sort of put any audio over it. They could film it and then get back and go, oh, yeah, I didn't say that. And then put that audio over the top with some sea air sound effects behind them. You know? Who knows? But listen, I think it's going to be good for him. I think he's going to this island. If he does stay there, like I said, he could raise some sort of fun community on this island. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, managed to drag myself through it is what I'd say. That should be the title of the review. Managed to drag myself through this torrid bit of TV. I hate TV anyway, but you know, pretty poor channel. Also, no, 1.4 million people watched it, which is a fair few people. I thought it might be a little bit more than that. But again, yeah, no one watches TV. No one really watches Channel 5. And probably most people don't know it's on. I'm sure some people will catch up at some point. But there we go. Anyway, drop us a little sub if you like. I'll go and review. I'll force myself to watch episode 2 and 3. And within the next 24 hours, I'll stick that video up because I've got to go hiking Saturday, even though my foot is dead almost. So we'll see if I die on a hill. Let him die on his hill, and I'll die on mine. All right, give us a sub, and we'll see you later, pals. All right. I don't know how I did that voice again. Should have given him that voice. See you later.